नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त इति नामिनि नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त इति नामिनि नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवामप्रचारिणि निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य विगतारिणि जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री गदाधर शिवासादि जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि सत्यं हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्णा Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopal Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopal Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopal Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopal Jaya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. जय राधा गिरधारी, राधा गिरधारी राधा, जय राधा गिरधारी, राधा गिरधारी राधे, जय राधा गोपीनाथ, राधा गोपीनाथ राधे, जय राधा गोपीनाथ, राधा गोपीनाथ राधे, जय राधा मदन मोहन, राधा मदन मोहन राधे, जय राधा मदन मोहन, राधा मदन मोहन जानकी, जय राधा कुंज बिहारी, राधा कुंज बिहारी राधे, जय राधा कुंज बिहारी, राधा कुंज बिहारी राधे, जय राधा बांके बिहारी, राधा बांके बिहारी राधे, जय राधा कुंज बिहारी, राधा कुंज बिहारी राधे, जय राधा माधव, राधा माधव राधे, जय राधा माधव, राधा माधव राधे, जय जगन्नाथ, जय जगन्नाथ, जय बलदेवा, जय सुभद्रा, जय जगन्नाथ, जय जगन्नाथ, जय बलदेवा, जय सुभद्रा, जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी, नयन पथगामी भव, जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी, नयन पथगामी भव, जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 प्रभुपाद, जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 प्रभुपाद, जय जय गुरुदेव 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 गुरु, जय जय गुरुदेव 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 गुरु, निताई गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि, निताई गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल। बोलो हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, निताई गौर प्रेमानंद। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदनंदन व्रज जन रंजन यशोदनंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीर वनचारी यमुना तीर वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयं उदीरये नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत श्रीवयम् भगवतीम् उत्तम श्लोके भक्ति भवति भगवतीम् उत्तम श्लोके भक्ति भवति। So welcome everyone in Bhagavad Gita class. So we are in chapter number 18, conclusion, the perfection of renunciation. Okay, so we will recite the verses first with translation, then we'll discuss, followed by Mangalacharan. Chapter 18, conclusion, the perfection of renunciation. Text number 1. Arjuna uvacha sannyasasya mahabaho tattvam ikshami veditum Tyagasya cha Hrishikesa Kesinisudana. Arjuna said, O mighty armed one, I wish to understand the purpose of renunciation, Tyag, and of the renounced order of life, Sannyas. O killer of the Kesinisudana, master of the senses. Text number 2. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Kamyanam karmanam nyasam sannyasam kavayo vidu sarva karma phala tyagam prahustyagam vichakshana. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, the giving up of activities that are based on material desire is what great learned men call the renounce order of life, sannyas. And giving up the results of all activity is what the wise call renunciation. Tyaga. Text number 3. Tyajyam dosavadityeke karma prahurmanishina yagyadana tapah karma na tyajam iti chapare. Some learned may declare that all kinds of fruitive activities should be given up as faulty. Yet other sages maintain that acts of sacrifice, charity, and penance should never be abandoned. Text number 4. Nishayam srunu me tatra tyage bharasattamam tyago hi purush vyaghra trividha samprakirtitah. O best of the Bharatas, now hear my judgment about renunciation. O tiger among men, renunciation is declared in the scriptures to be three kinds. Text number 5. Yagyadana tapah karma na tyajyam karyam eva tat yagyodanam tapashaiva pavanani manishinam. Acts of sacrifice, charity, and penance are not to be given up, they must be performed. Indeed, sacrifice, charity, and penance purify even the great souls. Text number 6. Etani apitu karmani sangam tyaktva phalani cha kartavyani me partha nishitam matam uttam. All these activities should be performed without attachment or any expectation of result. They should be performed as a matter of duty, O son of Prithvi. That is my final opinion. Text number 7. Niyatasya tu sannyasah karmano nopapadyate mohatasya parityagas tamasah parikirtitah. Prescribed duties should never be renounced. If one gives up his prescribed duties because of illusion, each renunciation is said to be in the mode of ignorance. Text number 8. Dukham ityeva yat karma kaya klesa bhayatyaje sakritva rajasam tyagam neva tyaga phalam labhe. Anyone who gives up prescribed duties as troublesome or out of fear, bodily discomfort is said to have renounced in the mode of passion. Such action never leads to the elevation of renunciation. Text number 9. Karyam ityeva yat karma niyatam kriyate Arjuna sangam tyaktva phalam chaiva satyagah satviko matah. Karyam, O Arjuna, when one performs his prescribed duty only because it ought to be done and renounces all material association and all attachment to the fruit, his renunciation is said to be in the mode of goodness. Text number 10. Na dveshta akushalam karma kushale nan usajjate tyagi sattva samavishto medhavi chinna sanshaya. The intelligent renouncer, situated in the mode of goodness, neither hateful of inauspicious work nor attached to auspicious work, has no doubts about work. Om Ajnana Timirandasya ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः तदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितां तं सजीवं साधुवैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादां सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितां नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका नमस्ते सप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे। Welcome everyone in Bhagavad Gita class. So we are in chapter number 18. So chapter number 18 is the conclusion chapter where you can see the perfection of renunciation. Chapter number 18 talks about, there are many sections in chapter number 18. The first section is 18.1 to 18.10. So in this particular section, we are going to look at acting with detachment is true renunciation and brings freedom from reaction. Then section 2 talks about conclusion of Sankhya and Vedanta. Actions directed by the super soul bring freedom from reaction. That is in text number 13 to 18. Section 3 from 18.19 to 18.40 the talks about the entanglement of the three modes. Section number 4 starts from text number 41 to 48. Worshipping the Lord through one's occupational work is true renunciation and brings freedom from reaction. Text number section number F E from text number 49 to 55 talks about from Jnana Yoga to pure devotional service. Then the next section from 56 to 60 talks about working in pure devotional service. Then next section from text number 61 to 63 surrender to the per soul. The next section talks about from 64 to 66, the most confidential knowledge of all become a pure devotee of Krishna. Next section from 67 to 71, preaching and studying the Bhagavad Gita. Next section from text number 72 to 73, Arjuna is firmly fixed. Next section from 74 to 78, Sannyasa's prediction. So we are going to, there are total 78 verses text in this particular chapter. So we are going to discuss. Section A from summary of chapter 1 to 6. Section A is summary of chapter 1 to 6. Karma section. So 1 to 6, chapter number of Bhagavad Gita talks about Karma Yoga. So acting with detachment is true renunciation. And from text number 1 to 6, a true sannyasi does not renounce his activity, but renounces the fruits of his activity. Then text number 7 to 12 talks about renouncing one's prescribed duties in illusion is ignorance. Renouncing one's prescribed duties out of fear is passion. But dutifully performing one's prescribed duties with detachment is renunciation in goodness. Such renouncers suffer no reaction. So we'll see text number 1. Arjuna uvacha Sannyasasya Mahabaho Tattvam Ichchami Veditum Tyagasya cha Hrishikesa Prithak Kesinisudana. Arjuna said, O mighty armed one, I wish to understand the purpose of renunciation, Tyaga, and of the renounced order of life, Sannyas, O killer of the Kesi demon, master of the sense. So in this particular text, Arjuna is calling Krishna as Maha. So Krishna is Maha. No one has more strength than Krishna. So that's why Krishna is Maha. And also he is calling another by another name, Hrishikesa. Hrishikesa means the controller of the senses. So Krishna controls the senses. Krishna can understand what you are thinking. And Krishna can direct your senses for the performing of good tasks. And another name here, Arjuna is calling to Krishna as Kesinisudana. So Krishna is the killer of, Krishna killed Kesi, the demon Kesi. So Arjuna is expecting that in my heart there are so many doubts. So this doubt is residing in my heart in the form of demon. Since Krishna can kill, since Krishna has killed Kesi, the demon Kesi, similarly Krishna can kill the demon, the doubts which are residing in my heart. So Arjuna asked Krishna to clarify what is Tyaga. What is Tyaga? And what is Sannyasa? Also, the difference between the two. And Arjuna is asking, should one work while remaining detached from the fruit of work. Niskam karma. So what is niskam karma? You are doing the activity, but you are not expecting any fruits of action. Once you start expecting the result, the outcome, it will become material. Because you are doing some activity for your own benefit. That is not allowed, according to scriptures. So Niskam Karma Yoga says you are attaching your karma to Krishna. So when you attach your karma, your activity to Krishna, it becomes Karma Yoga. And there is no desire for material things if you are performing any activity. Or should one renounce activities to perform Jnana Yoga? So Arjuna is asking, Niskam Karma Yoga is better or Jnana Yoga is better? In text number 2. Text number 1. And in text number 2, Krishna starts explaining by citing great philosophers who say, Tyaga means to renounce the results of activities. And Sannyasa means to renounce the activities that are based on material desire, which implies to renounce fruits and also the work itself. So if you look closely at these two terms, Tyaga and Sannyasa, they are same. The way of defining is different. Then Krishna continues in text number 3 that there are different opinions in abounding activities. Some say all fruitive activity is faulty. And some say, others maintain that acts of sacrifice, charity, penance should never be abandoned. And it is true also. If we abandon all activities, what we are going to do in this Kali Yuga, in the age of Kali. So in the age of Kali, you have to keep busy yourself, performing the devotional service, performing some yajna, sacrifice, activity, fasting, and all these things. So if you are keeping yourself busy, you are close to God, close to Krishna. Then in text number 4, Krishna gives his own opinion. So there are 3 kinds of renunciation based on 3 modes. What are the 3 modes? Goodness, passion, and ignorance. So Lord explains 3 kinds of renunciation based on 3 modes of materialization. So Lord's opinion stands above all Vedas. After all, the Vedas are different laws given by God himself. His words should be taken as final. Okay, so whatever Krishna is telling Arjuna. So here, Krishna is Narayan and Arjuna is Nar. So Arjuna, although he is devotee and friend of Krishna, he knows everything. He is a devotee and friend of Krishna. Not of an ordinary person. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, he is with Krishna. He is the friend of Krishna. He is the devotee of Krishna. So, he has all knowledge. His knowledge is transcendental. He doesn't have doubt in his heart. But in Bhagavad Gita, he is playing the role of Nara, ordinary Nara. So, what are the thinking doubts of a Nara? He is presenting the questions in front of Krishna. So Arjuna is presenting questions on behalf of us. So what can a man think? Ordinary person think? Arjuna's questions are based on that. So when Krishna is giving answer, it is for Arjuna. Similarly, it is for us also. So Arjuna is asking question on behalf of us, And Krishna is telling to each living entity. So we have to. So it is whatever Krishna tells, it's final. So Krishna is complete. Krishna's knowledge is complete. So we have whoever accepts it completely becomes complete. His knowledge is complete. So the one who has knowledge about Krishna, his knowledge is complete. So Krishna is transcendent. Krishna's knowledge is transcendent. And the one who has knowledge about Krishna becomes transcendental. Then in text number 5, Krishna explains religious duties as opposed to worldly duties. Purify that. So, if religious duties you are performing are not based on material things, then it will purify your heart. Sacrifice, charity, penance should never be given up. They purify. Why? Because they purify even the great souls. Even the great souls, all Mahajanas, Bhishmadev, Janak Maharaj, Narad Muni, Deval Rishi, all there are many Mahajanas. They all follow the devotional process. They are always in the direct service of Krishna. So the one who is in direct service of Krishna never bewildered. Okay. So this is text number 5. Now we'll discuss each verse. So text number 1 says Arjuna's question about difference between Tyaga and Sannyasa. So Arjuna is asking to Krishna the definition of Tyaga and Sannyasa and their difference between Tyaga and Sannyasa. In purport, Srila Prabhupada writes that in Bhagavad Gita, in the purport, Prabhupada emphasized in each verse purport on the devotional service. The devotional service is the best. Bhakti Yoga is the best. So devotional service Bhakti unto Supreme Personality of Godhead is the ultimate goal of it. So our goal, ultimate goal should be devotional service. In devotional service, we are engaged in the direct service of Krishna. We are doing kirtana, we are chanting on the beads, we are preparing prasada, we are distributing prasada, we are involved in the direct service of Krishna in the temple, in the deity seva. So these are all direct seva. So if you are involved in direct service of Krishna, there are less chances or no chances to be bewildered in this material world. Why? Because this Maya Devi is very beautiful and attractive. Maya Devi is the external energy of Krishna. So when you start bhakti, Maya Devi starts testing you. So Maya Devi, in fact, makes you stronger and strongest so that you can survive in devotional service for a long time. So we should face Maya Devi and we should take it positive and we should keep progressing in the devotional service. Chapter number 18 summarizes same point. Devotional service is the most confidential knowledge. The first 6 chapters conclude in 6.47. Yoginam api sarvesham. Okay, so Krishna is the one who is doing bhakti of Krishna is yogi. So Krishna is Mahayogi. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna. Okay, so in 6.747, it is completely mentioned that yoginam api sarvesam madagate nantarat. So that is the first 6 chapters, and middle 6 chapters describe pure devotional service. So first there is Karma Yoga, chapter number 1 to 6, then 7 to 12 is Bhakti Yoga, and 13 to 18 is the Jnana Yoga. The middle 6 chapters describe pure devotional service and its nature and activity. The chapter number 13 to 17 establishes devotional service on the authority of Vedanta Sutra. Okay, so chapter number 13 to 17 is Jnana Yoga, based on Vedanta Sutra, meant for understanding devotional service. Also recommends do all acts in conjunction with the Lord. Om Tat Sat. The importance of, in the 17th chapter, we have seen the importance of Om Tat Sat. What is Om Tat Sat? It is Krishna only. So whatever work you start, always start with Om Tat Sat. Then Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 18, summarizes same point, devotional service as the most confidential knowledge. If one knows devotional service, the process of devotional service, doing Krishna's bhakti is the most confidential knowledge. And devotional service should be the ultimate goal of life. One should never ever give up the devotional service. Arjuna uses 3 names to address Krishna. So Arjuna glorifies Krishna by giving him a name, by calling him a name, by Maha, Baho. Mighty armed one. No one is more stronger than Krishna. So, why he is calling Mahabaho? Because he is saying that Krishna is Mahabaho. He has more strength. He is the most powerful one. A weak person cannot help you. So Arjuna is calling Krishna as Mahabaho, that you are powerful. A powerful person can help the weaker one. So that's why the name is given here, Mahabaho. Then second name here Arjuna gave, Hrishikesa. Hrishikesa means master of the senses. Krishna is the controller of the senses. So, one who helps to attain mental serenity. And Arjuna uses this name because he wants to know everything clearly so that he can be equipped. So Arjuna wants to understand his own senses, and Krishna is the controller of senses, of all, every living entity, not only for Arjuna. So Krishna is the controller of senses of all living entities. So that's why Arjuna is saying, oh Krishna, you are Hrishikesa. So please control my senses and clarify each and everything so that I can follow a right path. So Arjuna, considering himself as fallen one. When you are worshipping Krishna, consider yourself as fallen one. Okay? Otherwise, what will happen? Vaishnava Prad. You are talking to a devotee and you are feeling yourself you are greater one. You are more better than other Vaishnavas. So that's why Arjuna here is saying or asking Krishna, oh Hrishikesa, please control my senses so that I can have faith in you and follow the right path. So you can follow right path only if you have faith in Krishna. Right? Because Krishna is the controller of senses. Then another name is Kesinisudana. Krishna is the killer of Kesi demon. And now he is expected to kill the doubts which are compared to demons. So doubts are residing in our heart in the form of demon. So Arjuna called Krishna as Kesinisudana. As you killed Kesi demon, similarly, you kill my demon which is residing in my heart in the form of sanshay, doubt. Okay? So Krishna is Kesinisudana. Text number 2. So this is text number 1. So Arjuna is asking the meaning of Tyaga and Sannyas and difference between the two. Text number 2. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Kamyanam Karmanam Nyasam Sannyasam Kavayo Vidu Sarva Karma Phala Tyagam Prahustyagam Vichakshana. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, the giving up of activities that are based on material desire is what great learned men call the renounce order of life, sannyas. And giving up the results of all activities is what the wise call renunciation, tyaga. So, in text number 2, Krishna is explaining to Arjuna the definition of tyaga and sannyas. So, sannyasa means, in short, you are leaving all activities. You are renouncing all activities based on material activities. And tyaga means you are doing all activities, but you are not expecting any fruits of action out of it. Okay, so one can take sannyasa and say, I will not do any act based on material. I will leave this material. And tyaga means what? The one who is living in material world, doing everything, but he is offering everything to Krishna. He does activity and offers fruits of action to Krishna. That is tyaga. Means you have renounced the fruits of action. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada writes, the message of Bhagavad Gita, that is text number 2, performance of activities for results has to be given. Example, sacrifices to attain a good sun or elevation to higher planets. So these activities are totally, completely based on fruits of action. You are doing a particular sacrifice to get a sun, to get a good sun. You are doing a particular yajna to go to heaven. You have having desire of going to heaven is material desire. Because so you may not be doing the particular sacrifice properly, but your intention is to get something. So if your intention is to get something, it is contaminated. Senses are contaminated. Your senses are expecting fruits of action from the activities. So, but activities for advanced spiritual activities are not to be given. Sacrifice for purification of one's heart. So, if you are doing any particular sacrifice, yajna, for particular gain, going to heaven, having good wife, good husband, son, daughter should be given up. But activities for advanced spiritual activities are not to be given up, like sacrifice for purification of oneself. You're chanting for purification of heart. If you're chanting, you're taking the name of Krishna, you're chanting Maha mantra repeatedly. So, by this process, your heart is getting purified. And Srila Prabhupada used to say that chant Hare Krishna Maha mantra and be happy. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. And this is a human form of life, which is very, very beautiful. We have got a excellent opportunity in the form of human form of life. We can chant Hare Krishna. Animals cannot chant. But if you are not chanting in this human form of life, your next birth will be animal life. Okay, so it is up to us what we want to choose. Sannyasa is an ashram. It means renouncing the Kamya karma. But one taking the sannyasa ashram must perform Nitya karma. So you have to give up Kamya karma, but you have to perform Nitya karma. That is sannyasa. And Tyaga means renouncing the results of activities or emotional uninvolvement in all activities. So somehow you have to keep away from the material desire. You are performing XYZ activities and keep away from material desire. Okay. So if you see, there is no difference in Sannyasa and Tyaga. The ultimate goal of Sannyasa and Tyaga is devotional service, pure devotional service, to achieve Krishna, to go home back to God. Krishna is very merciful. If you are taking sannyasa, if you are renouncing the fruits of action, Tyaga, Krishna will accept you. Let us see what is the broad classification of karma. Nitya karma, Naimittika karma, Kamya karma, Prayaschitta karma, Nishiddha karma. So what is the Nitya karma? Nitya karma is the daily obligatory duties. Doing Hare Krishna Maha mantra, okay, chanting Hare Krishna Maha mantra, doing Gayatri mantra, performing some home daily on daily basis. That all comes under Nitya karma. For a devotee, for a Vaishnava, serving the deities, Nitya karma. Preparing food for Krishna is a Nitya karma. Offering it, then taking prasad and distributing prasad is a Nitya karma. And it is not like I will eat today and then after 1 year I will eat. It is a Nitya karma. On daily basis you have to do. Naimittika karma. Occasional, not daily but occasional obligatory duties. For example, 16 or 40 sanskara. 16 or 40 sanskara mentioned in Vedic scriptures like Garbhadan, Upanayan, Shraddha, etc. So these are the some rituals which are performed not daily but occasionally. Then comes Kamya karma. Kamya karma, rites done to attain specific desired results. Okay, Kamya karma means you have some desire and do some yajna sacrifice for that. For example, Jyoti Som Yajna for reaching heaven. If at all someone is interested in going to heaven, perform Jyoti Som Yagya. Then Prayaschitta karma. Say Prayaschitta karma means doing something for atonement. Okay, you commit some mistake and then you do Prayaschitta and you accept the punishment. That is Prayaschitta karma. So rites for expiation, atonement of sins like Chandrayana Vrat. So the one who is fasting Chandrayana Vrat to go to moon planet. Okay, so these are some Prayaschitta karma. Then Nishiddha karma. Nishiddha karma means forbidden. Forbidden action. Killing, drinking. Okay. These are the terms of Nishiddha karma. One should not drink. One should not kill someone. We have no right to kill anyone because we cannot. Once we kill, we cannot make life. If we cannot make one life, don't have any right to kill also. So Krishna can kill because Krishna can give a life also. We can kill, but we cannot give life. So we have no right. We are all property of Krishna. So Krishna will take care. Rakhe Krishna, Mare Krishna, Rakhe. Okay. So if someone wants to kill someone, if anyone wants to kill someone, Krishna can protect him. But if Krishna wants to kill someone, no one can protect him. So Rakhe Krishna, Mare Krishna. So we see in broad that we have Nitya karma, Naimittika karma, Kamya karma, Prayaschitta karma, and Nishiddha karma. These are the 5 types of karma. We have seen with example. Then comes text number 3. Tyajyam doshavadityeke karma prahur manishinah yagyadana tapah karma na tyajyam iti chapare. Some learned men declare that all kinds of fruitive activities should be given up as faulty. Yet other sages maintain that acts of sacrifice, charity, and penance should never be abandoned. So different sages have their different opinions. Some say that some say all fruitive activities faulty. Others say no, acts of sacrifice, charity, and penance should never be abandoned. Because that activity you are doing for some good cause. So we should not abandon it. So in the Prabhupada's purport, subjects of contention. Similarly, example of subjects of contention in Vedic literature. A killing animal. You are killing animal. So killing animal actually in Kali Yuga is not allowed. But earlier they used to kill, but the victim will take birth in a Brahmana family. So the victim will be liberated. But now in Kali Yuga, killing of animals in the name of sacrifice is not allowed, restricted. So some sages maintain that animal killing is completely abominable. And for Kali Yuga, it is abominable. And some says that animal killing in a sacrifice is recommended in the Vedic literature. Yes. The animal is not considered to be killed. Sacrifice is to give a new life to the animal. If some sages say, if you are killing an animal for particular sacrifice, then that animal is not killed. That animal will get a new life to maybe in a Brahmana, he can take birth in Brahmana family. Or maybe in any good form of life. Where in Brahmana family he can take the name of God and he can be liberated. So here, the living entity, animal, is killed and gets another life in the human form of life and can chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and will be liberated forever. Will go home back to Godhead. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So, that is the text number 3. Text number 4, here Krishna is presenting now. In the text number 3, we have seen that what sages are saying. Now, in text number 4, Krishna is telling, and the opinion of Krishna is full and final. Text number 4. Nishchayam shrunu me tatra tyage bharasattamam tyago hi purushvyagra trividha samprakirtitah. O best of the Bharatas, now hear my judgment about renunciation. O tiger among men, renunciation is declared in the scriptures to be of 3 kinds. So here in this particular text, Krishna is explaining different kinds of tyaga and he is giving his own opinion. So Lord Krishna's opinion is that there are 3 kinds of renunciation based on the 3 modes. So there are 3 modes: goodness, passion, and ignorance. Similarly, we have 3 kinds of renunciation also based on 3 modes. So Krishna is giving his own opinion, and Krishna's opinion is complete and full and final. So Lord's opinion stands above all Vedas. What is the purpose of reading scriptures? The ultimate goal is to understand Krishna. So Lord's opinion stands above all Vedas. After all, the Vedas are different laws given by God. So what is dharma? Dharma is God for us. Why? Because it is created by God. So whatever is created by God, it is non-different from God's. And whenever Krishna gives some opinion, Krishna's opinion is full and final, complete, perfect. Why? Because Krishna is perfect. So his opinion is also perfect. Why? Because Krishna is complete, his opinion is also complete, full and final. It cannot be modified further. So Arjuna is a complete surrendered soul under the lotus feet of Krishna. And Krishna is here, supreme controller. He is the reservoir of all 6 opulences. No one is more beautiful than Krishna. No one is more stronger than Krishna. Krishna is Mahayogi. He is a Mahayogi. So, no one is above him or equal to him. No one is above to Krishna or equal to Krishna. So Arjuna had surrendered unto the feet of Krishna, so he will get complete knowledge. Why? Because Krishna is complete, his knowledge is complete, whatever he gives to someone is also complete. So, Krishna's words, opinions should be taken as full and final. There should not be any further opinion taking. We have seen in the text number 3 the opinions of sages, and in text number 4 Krishna is giving his own opinion. So now the opinion of Krishna is full and final. Text number 5. Yagyadana tapah karma na tyajyam karyam eva tato yagyodhanam tapashaiva pavanani manishinam. Acts of sacrifice, charity, and penance are not to be given. They must be performed. Indeed, sacrifice, charity, and penance purify even the great soul. So, further, Krishna continues giving his opinion. Acts of sacrifice, charity, and penance are not to be given up. Krishna himself is saying that one should not give up the acts of sacrifice, chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. They must be performed. Indeed, sacrifice, charity, and penance purify even the great souls. Great souls means Mahajanas. We have 12 Mahajanas, like Janak Maharaj, Bhishmadev, Deval Rishi, Narad Rishi. There are 12 Mahajanas. All the 12 Mahajanas, they are directly involved in the service of Krishna. So because of Krishna's desire, they are happy. Then in the purport of Srila Prabhupada, give some suggestion to yogis, advanced soul, sannyasis, that they must perform acts for advancement of human society. The Srila Prabhupada writes in his purport and gives suggestion that sannyasis should also think about welfare of the society. For example, we have Vivaha Yajna. Okay, a proper Vivaha process should be there. And it is there. So every one of us should follow it. Why? What is the purpose? To regulate the human mind so that it becomes peaceful for spiritual. Okay, one can take a brahmachari stage. After brahmachari, he can go to grihast. He can get married, produce child, Krishna consciousness child, by giving all the sanskaras, like Garbha sanskar. Okay, so if you give all the sanskaras to a particular living entity, son or daughter, so he or she will become the devotee of Krishna. So this sanskar should be given right from birth, not right from birth, when in the womb of mother. These sanskaras are so important, they have such a nice importance that son and daughter after birth will become the process of devotional service, will become the devotee of Krishna. For that purpose, we need Vivaha Yajna. And if you are following the Vivaha Yajna, one gets peaceful. One is satisfied. And then he can progress in the devotional service, spiritual advancement. Attitude of sannyasi should never discourage one in the lower stage of life. So elders should also always keep in mind, they should never underestimate the younger. They should encourage the young minds for following the spiritual advancement, to get progress in the spiritual life. Then, example of charity, it is for purification of heart, especially if it is given to suitable persons. It leads to advanced spiritual life. Charity is given for purification of the heart. So, one can purify his mind, soul by giving charity to a worthy person at right time and right place. So that is very important. Okay. So if you are sponsoring a drunkard, then that comes under ignorance. So that kind of charity comes under ignorance. So in text number 4 and 5, we have seen that what is the Lord Krishna's opinion. So Lord Krishna gives his suggestion that all the Vedas and Puranas are given by Krishna only. So whatever written in Vedas, the knowledge is complete. Why? Because it was given by Krishna. It is given by Krishna. That's why it is pure. And we need the pure knowledge to purify our heart. Text number 5, we have further seen the Krishna's opinion that sacrifice, charity, penance are not to be given. They must be performed. Indeed, sacrifice, charity, and penance purify even the great souls. And Krishna is giving opinion in the form of suggestion that yogis should always work for the betterment of society. One should follow varnashram dharma, brahmachari, grihastha, vanaprastha, and sannyas. In Kali Yuga, sannyas is not allowed. So one can live at home and can perform sacrifice, devotional service, chanting in the family with his wife and children. So we'll stop over here. Next time, we'll discuss from text number 6. Any question you can ask? श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे।